Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. If you like our content, remember to subscribe at any time. Today we bring you wisdom on how to deal with people we dislike. 1. Do not be dominated by negative emotions. For those who make you feel uncomfortable from the first meeting, try to maintain a distance. There's no need for confrontation, as it is detrimental and not beneficial to oneself. Wise individuals stay away from those they dislike and treat them with an indifferent attitude. The story of "do not be dominated by negative emotions" conveys an important lesson about maintaining inner peace and wisdom in the face of adversity. It tells of a young student who sought the counsel of a wise master, expressing his dissatisfaction and anger towards certain people and situations. The master, with a gentle smile, took a deep breath and showed the young student a glass of water, clear and undisturbed. He remarked that if our inner selves could be as calm and unruffled as the clear water in the glass, external emotions would be unable to disrupt us. This story serves as a reminder that by maintaining inner peace and equanimity, we can remain unaffected by external turmoil, much like undisturbed water. As mentioned in the original text, wise individuals choose to keep their distance from those they dislike and treat them with an indifferent attitude, refusing to let negative emotions dominate their being. The tale encourages us to practice maintaining inner calm and composure, even in the face of discomfort. Doing so not only benefits our mental well-being, but also enables us to confront life's challenges with greater wisdom and serenity. 2. Do not form adversarial relationships, as they are the most dangerous. Not elated by external gains, not saddened by personal losses, and endeavor to maintain a stable and peaceful state of mind, treating others fairly and without malice. Controlling your own emotions and temper, these are the basic principles of adult behavior. Once malice is felt in an interaction, relationships can gradually deteriorate and conflicts arise. For those quick to anger, once a conflict arises, it's easy to have a falling out immediately. It's better to cut ties than to swallow the grudge. Though this approach may bring temporary relief, it can, over time, polarize your social circle into friends and enemies, leading to open and covert conflicts. Adversarial and ruptured relationships are very dangerous attitudes in interpersonal dealings and are not advisable. If unlucky and you are a novice, you might be ostracized by everyone, becoming isolated and potentially losing your job. People with high emotional intelligence will not completely fall out with someone they dislike. Controlling one's temper and negative emotions is the most basic principle of adult behavior. 3. Do not entangle with those you dislike. As adults facing people you dislike, choosing silence can be seen as a sign of maturity or being diplomatic. Maintaining silence is often the best choice. Entangling with those you dislike only brings trouble. Diplomatic. Maintaining silence is often the best choice. Entangling with those you dislike only brings trouble. In adult life, encountering individuals we harbor negative feelings towards presents a challenging situation. It often seems that the wisest course of action is to choose silence, displaying maturity and diplomacy. Choosing to maintain silence in such circumstances is often the best decision, as engaging with those we dislike typically leads to further discord, frustration, and potentially unnecessary conflict. This approach aligns with the principles of mindfulness, emotional intelligence, and forgiveness, as it encourages individuals to prioritize inner peace and refrain from escalating negative emotions. Buddhist teachings offer insightful stories that convey the importance of handling aversion and conflict with wisdom and equanimity. One such story tells of a monk who, in the face of insults and aggression from a passerby, remained silent and composed. When the monk was questioned about his peaceful reaction, he replied, "If someone offers you a gift and you choose not to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" This story illustrates the power of non-engagement and non-attachment when dealing with negativity, reminding us that we have the choice to accept or refuse the negativity directed at us. Another poignant Buddhist tale revolves around two monks who come across a muddy puddle on their path with a distressed woman unable to cross. One of the monks, overcoming his aversion to impurity, carries the woman across the puddle, much to the dismay of his companion. Hours later, unable to contain his frustration, the companion queries the monk about his actions, to which the monk responds, "I put her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This story serves as a powerful metaphor for the detrimental effects of clinging to negative emotions and aversions, emphasizing the necessity of letting go to attain inner tranquility. In essence, choosing silence in the face of individuals we dislike exemplifies the practice of cultivating inner peace and emotional resilience. The decision to disengage from discord and confrontation signals a commitment to personal growth and emotional well-being, embodying the principles of mindfulness and compassion championed by Buddhist philosophy. By adopting this approach, individuals can navigate challenging interactions with grace and composure, ultimately fostering environments of understanding and harmony. Entanglement lowers your own level. Entangling with those you dislike can lower your own level. The best approach is to not intersect with them. The further the better, so you can live your life well. Entanglement can easily offend others. Arguing with those you dislike may lead others to lump you together. Additionally, nasty arguments might result in having to apologize to them. To avoid such disputes, not arguing with others is the way to ensure peace for oneself. Entanglement wastes your own time. Engaging with those you dislike is a waste of your valuable time and energy and can lead to various problems. It's meaningless. Engaging with individuals whom we hold negative feelings towards not only presents emotional challenges, but also consumes our precious time and energy. This not only leads to unnecessary problems, but is also essentially a meaningless endeavor. The teachings of Buddhism offer valuable insights and stories that emphasize the importance of wisely directing our time and energy, as well as the futility of expending these resources on negativity and conflict. In Buddhist tradition, there is a story of a seeker who approached a master with a burning question: "How can I find time for meditation and spiritual practice in my busy life?" In response, the master beckoned for a jar and a pile of stones, gravel, and sand. The seeker watched as the master carefully placed the largest stones in the jar first, followed by the smaller gravel, and then the sand, until the jar was full. The master explained, "The jar represents your life. The large stones are the most important things, like meditation and self-care. If you fill your life with small things that don't matter, you'll never have room for what's truly important." This story serves as a compelling reminder of the necessity to prioritize and allocate time and energy to what truly matters, steering clear of wasteful entanglements. Another Buddhist parable tells of a virtuous monk, renowned for his equanimity and serenity, who was approached by a fierce and agitated passerby hurling insults at him. The monk remained calm and unruffled, refusing to be drawn into conflict. When questioned by his disciples about how he maintained composure in the face of such provocation, the monk related the analogy of the lotus flower. He explained that just as the lotus remains unblemished and pure, despite emerging from murky waters, one can retain inner tranquility and harmony amidst chaos and aggression by choosing not to engage needlessly. This powerful story emphasizes the importance of preserving one's energy and inner peace by refusing to be entangled in negativity. Ultimately, the decision to disengage from those we dislike is not only a demonstration of maturity and wisdom, but also a deliberate choice to preserve our time and energy for endeavors that truly matter. By drawing inspiration from the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, individuals can cultivate resilience and emotional well-being and redirect their focus towards meaningful pursuits. Choosing to abstain from wasteful entanglements frees up time and energy for self-care, personal growth, and the cultivation of positive relationships, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. When you entangle, you are the one at a disadvantage. Negative effects, such as impacting your mood, wasting time, hindering your goals, and turning your life into disarray, all result from entanglement. Do not let a moment of anger ruin your future. Instead of wasting time on people and things unworthy, focus on your life goals. This is the stature and courage required in dealing with others. One day, a Buddhist practitioner developed strong negative emotions towards the Buddha and decided to go and insult him. When that person was filled with anger and hate towards the Buddha remained calm and silent. The climax of the story arrived, and when the person finished their tirade, the Buddha asked them, "If a person gives a gift to another person, but the latter does not accept it, then who owns the gift?" The person who insulted the Buddha responded, "Of course it still belongs to the giver." Thereupon the Buddha said in a calm and composed manner, "Exactly, I do not accept your insults, so these words still belong to you." Through this story, Buddhism teaches us that even when faced with negativity and unpleasantness from others, we do not have to accept their negative emotions. By maintaining a distance and not reacting with hostility, we can keep our inner peace. This aligns with the wisdom of not being dominated by negative emotions.